keep saying this, don't I? I keep saying it all the time. I never get bored with myself saying it because I never get bored with myself. No, when you've got an ego like mine, you never get bored with yourself, do you? No, even though other people say I should. But I am getting a bit bored of saying, probably, that Spinebuster Wrestling is great. But I'll say it again, it's great. It's great in this episode as well. And I'm loving the resurgence of Oscar Prospero. Yeah, not got the voice of Oscar Prospero. I'm now 58. And although I used to ply my trade on the boards, I realised very quickly, well, not very quickly, I suppose I was there for about 10 years, but I realised that it wasn't for me. I mean, the work was, but the people, quite a lot of them were lovely, but not all of them. Anyway, more of that on another podcast, perhaps. Made some good friends, though, you know. I'm sure Oscar has as well, in the wrestling world and in the world of the arts. The arts. And he, as I say, is having a resurgence, and he's in the main event this week. He's got a medallion, you know. You need 3, like Jay Joshua, to challenge for that underground title, like Jay Joshua. So whoever gets the 3rd one will be facing Jay Joshua. And, yeah, he's facing Brad Matthews. It's not going to be easy for him, let me put it that way. But before we get there, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? It's Elijah who's just arrived in Spinebuster. He's a bit late to the party, but he really wants to get this party started. He doesn't say that, but he wants to do that. Clearly, he wants to win some more medallions, or at least some medallions. This is for a Kronos Silver medallion. It's 10 minutes in time scale, and he's facing Jack Landers, who's got a medallion, a gold medallion, because he's won it with his tag team partner, of course. They shake hands at the beginning, which is lovely, actually. They feel each other out, and it's really nice that they're just smiling at each other. Riley's smiling. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. I understand. It's great, actually. Very nice whipped Elijah Hurricane Rana, a drop kick. He wants a pin from it, and you're not going to get that with Jack Landers, mate. Landers gets a whipped power slam, which is lovely. Works a headlock. They're both down when they both decide to clothesline each other, a la WrestleMania 6. And then they trade uppercuts. There's a slingshot stunner and standing shooting star press from Jack Landers, as if it's just something you do every day. I know. I'll do the slingshot stunner and the standing shooting star. Go on, yeah, why not? Blimey, why not? Because it's bloody difficult, that's why not. And then a huge shot from Landers puts Elijah down completely. But he's back with an electric chair facebuster. Well, in a way, it's an electric chair position. It just dumps him on his face. So yes, it can be one of those, I suppose. And then a hidden blade. And Jack Landers has to get to the ropes. He has to hold on to the ropes. Super kick and enziguri from Jack. And then a cross jacket suplex. Nicely called by Conor Bailey for the pin. It became excellent, and they hug at the end. And why wouldn't you? I want to hug them too. It was fabulous. Now, Joey Stone, they've kind of played this before. Shah Samuels is there on his phone, doing his correspondence, I think. He's got one sheet of paper, and it ain't even A4, it's only small. And Joey Stone says he apologises, and he wants it to be, because, you know, he's messed Shah Samuels' matches up recently, by trying to get close to him, and he wants him to be his mentor. We actually have heard this before, and what he wants him to do is to watch a match. Well, he's done that before as well, and Shah says, all right, I'll watch one of your matches. Well, that happened a few weeks ago, so I don't know what they're going to do to make it a bit different, but they're going somewhere with it, clearly, but I had seen this before. Right. Nina Samuels, I hadn't seen this before. Nina Samuels, who's got the tape, the kinesiastic tape, kinesiologist tape, the tape on her shoulder, which is it's red as well, so you can really see it. It's a bullseye, isn't it? Versus Daisy Jenkins, versus Melissa Fierce, versus Madison Marley, versus Holly Barlow. Great. This is a Spinebuster debut for Daisy Jenkins, and it was blooming marvellous. Here's some of the action from this. Frenetic, so frenetic. A Marley Codebreaker on Nina, a sidewalk slam from Daisy Jenkins, a corkscrew back elbow from Daisy, Samuels gets some stomps and a really nasty posting, I think to Holly, actually, if I remember rightly. Marley got a very nice face buster. And then they're all in, and there's a big knee and DDT combo from Daisy Jenkins. Holly Barlow spent a lot of time outside the ring because Nina Samuels is not letting her get in there because she's got a thing about her, of course. She thinks that she's the reason that she's on her own now and that Claudia left her. But that's not the reason. The reason is because Nina's not a very nice person, I think. Although I don't want Nina to write to me or get angry with me because she's formidable, isn't she? Anyway, eventually we've got Jenkins pulling back on the arms. Who's in the ropes? I think it's Marley in the ropes, pulling back on the arms with the leg in the putting my leg up. You can't see it, but I'm pulling my leg up in the back. And then, just when you don't think it can get any worse for her, Nina just runs at him and smacks her in the back. A running knee, very nice. Holly Barlow's then in with a high cross body on Jenkins. Then there's a stunner from Barlow, which is so smooth, and a leg capture suplex. I like that a lot. And Inzaguri, which is lands on Samuels' suspect shoulder. Fierce gets a nasty backbreaker, or backstabber, should I say. That was really nice. Very nice. I like a nice backstabber. Very good. And Samuels gets the shoulders to Barlow, and then kicks her and knocks her to the floor. Yeah. Was it Samuels? Samuels moved to the floor. That's right. Yeah. Jenkins then ping-pongs between Fierce and Marley as they smack her. Yeah, ping-pong. And then you've got a big super kick to Marley, a fierce super kick to Marley. She's then thrown off the top, and then Barlow gets an air raid crash and a kind of odd kick. It's like a leg lariat, but not quite. And the great thing was that Nina Samuels was desperately trying to get in to save the pin and was just a beat too late. Terrible. So she ended up looking at Holly Barlow as she got the pin. That was great. Really good. Now, Nathan Angel tells us that the nose is the centerpiece to the face. And he should know, because last week, after their excellent, was it four-man match, Wild Man headbutted him around the nose area, and he's got tape over his nose to prove it. He's got the face. He's the face. He's the face that runs the place. Someone else has said that, haven't they? Was that, I keep the lights on round here. Was it, who was it? It was in NWA at the time, wasn't it? I can't remember. Anyway, uses the King's Lynn Cloverleaf. What's his name? Oh, someone could tell me. Come on, tell me in the comments. Anyway, he's not very happy, and he's coming after Wild Man. Got tape on his schnoz, and he's not very happy. It's a good promo, actually. As he said, who's going to put me in first class now? That's great. Now, Oscar Prospero has to face Brad Matthews. Brad stands by Connor Bailey, stands over him, actually, while he's introducing him and talking about him. Because, of course, while he was off injured, he was given the the colour commentating berth, and he doesn't like it. He thought he was downgraded, really. So it's not Connor Bailey's fault, is it? It's not his fault, but he doesn't like it, and he's trying to injure the legs of anybody, because he was out with an ACL issue, trying to hurt the legs of anybody who he fights. That will be the case here. I do like the way that he stood over Connor Bailey and then patted him on the head and said, well done. And I think it was Lucy Simons who said, you close personal friends? That was great. I like that. Now, this is a 10-minute Kronos match. I don't think that Brad's got a medallion, has he? Oscar Prospero's got one, but I'm not expecting that he'll keep it. He won it in a Battle Royal. I'm expecting that he won't keep it, but he starts off well. So a worked headlock, a shotgun dropkick, a sit-out hip toss. Yes, a sit-out hip toss. It's almost as if you're gilding the lily there. Or really, it doesn't deserve... It's like a burger with a piece of chocolate on top. It's not quite right, is it? But we get the beginning of working the knee from Brad Matthews. A nasty dragon screw. A stomp. Prospero does send Matthews outside just briefly, but Matthews pulls him to the ring post by the leg and wraps that knee around the ring post, which I never really think works. I don't know what you get out of that. I suppose it's the collateral laterals. Damn those collateral laterals. But I don't know what it is really. And then there's a rather clunky, actually, Prospero powerbomb. He can't follow up because he's hurt the knee, folks. He's really hurt Prospero's knee. But he gets a roll through clothesline, which is lovely, straight into a suplex, which is even better. Then a kind of twisting neck breaker for a long 2 count. But Matthews is back with the Alabama spat. The Alabama spam? That sounds like some kind of food, doesn't it? Alabama spam, chopped and shaped meat from Alabama. No, it's the Alabama slam, and he moves into the poison ivy, which is his high angle Boston crab. Very nasty on the lower back and the legs and all the rest. Prospero gets to the ropes and they trade covers. Suddenly, Prospero rolls over, gets the 3, gets the pin, and he cannot believe it. He's celebrating, only for Brad Matthews to give him a low blow and then I want to get this right, a power bomb. He stomps him to the leg, hits a knee DT, which I love, and a shin breaker, and Connor doesn't half sell this. I mean, Prospero sells it really well, but Connor's really going for it. Good commentating from Connor there. And Bradley doesn't need medallions if he can make an effect like this. And Prospero, even though he must be suffering now, will be looking at his medallions and saying, ow, ooh, but he'll also be saying he won't want to lose them because, as we know, parting is such sweet sorrow. Ta-ta.